Well, I think it's happening, Big Steve. I think we're live. Woo. Hey, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Welcome to Modern CMATS Live. Your host, Jordan Dellabough. And on the mats there, we got Big Steve.
Hello, everybody.
Banging the sticks, twirling them, whatever he's going to do. He's going to entertain you for the next 2 to 3 minutes as I go off and do the techie bits to make sure everyone knows that we are live right now. And if you're new to this channel, do subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. That'd be great. Always helps the algorithms and tells YouTube to send our videos out there. And as we make our way towards 1,000 subscribers, we're almost at 400. We're at 392. We need 8 more subscribers. That'd be awesome.
That'd be great.
So if you guys want to share this channel, share this video, feel free to do that. And we'll get started in about 2 to 3 minutes here. In the meantime, Big Steve, I'm going to do the techie bits.
Sounds good.
What am I doing for the techie bits? I forget. Oh, yeah.
Click on the button. Make it happen.
You're gone a week and look what happens.
Mm-hmm. For those of you who have joined, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I am doing a weird wrist exercise. So we're doing a twirl and a hit, and then letting this hit come down, letting it pop up over here. Not letting this happen. That's one way. Or we could let our wrist turn, and our elbow, more importantly, turn with it. So it looks kind of like this.
All right, I'm doing some funky things here. I hope it works.
Yeah, me too.
It's like, what's he doing over there?
Oh, how's that working left side?
All right, Facebook's been notified.
That's
Also, if you're just joining us and you're been used to our videos or whatever else, do log into Google's or YouTube's and you can chat with us live. We got a chat board up. We'd love to hear from you. Give us a sound check, give us a video check, say hello, give us a laugh, give us a joke, whatever it may be. And hopefully you'll be entertained by what we are offering as a martial art called Modern Arnis, created by the late Professor Remy A. Precis. Okay, we got that up. Facebook's been notified. Now, did you talk about, Big Steve, about whether or not you're opening your hands up when you do that?
I did not, but I can.
Because that'd be important, because people might try to do it and they might do it incorrectly.
Right. Yes, so I'm not opening my hand up like this. I'm keeping my 3-finger grip throughout. So as I'm here and I turn or I twirl, my elbow comes in. This is happening, right? So this comes in, I hit, and then same thing on this side, right? I'm not letting go of my fingers here, which would look more like this and is rather weak, and can easily be hit out of my hand, and is not very good technique at all. So we're doing this, which livers up the wrists and the elbows a bit, and that's why I call it a wrist exercise, is because we're working that wrist. Whereas if I do this, I'm not really working that wrist in the same fashion at all.
On that note, Big Steve, I don't know if you're aware, but yeah, I think you're aware. I think I told you we had some CMATS t-shirt traveling from Spain all the way to Japan.
Oh yeah, you did mention that, yeah.
Yeah, and went to a pure water temple, I think is the translation from the Japanese to the English name. Where this person, who's an awesome student here at the studio, Nick, gave us pictures of him wearing the shirt down at that temple.
Sweet.
So it's great to see the CMATS t-shirt getting around. Okay, we're about to get started. Don't forget, if you're logged in to Google's or logged into YouTube's, you can say hello to us. We have a chat board up. Love to hear from you. Love to see if you have any questions. Love to answer them for you if we can. And Other than that, we're going to get into the art of modern Arnis. Again, as I said earlier, created by the late Professor Remy Precious. I had the opportunity of learning from him and learning a lot from a lot of his, at that time, senior students, and look forward to sharing what I have been training for the last, when did I first start swinging my sticks? 1996 is when I first started swinging my sticks, but I was in martial arts since 1979 and 1980. Oh my gosh, I'm starting to sound old. Holy smokes. Okay, let's not do dates. All right, what do we got? We got Celestial DeCardi out there saying hi. Hello, Celestial DeCardia. Thank you for joining us. There we go. So I got that done. I can close that. And just to check our frame rates and stuff, we are at 60 frames per second. That's all good. 9,000 kilobits. Good. We're smoking. All right. There we go. That's all good. And that's good. All right. We are golden. We're golden. Oh, wait, I'm going to turn off this mic. There we go. All right. Even my family was asking me tonight, what am I going to teach? What am I going to try to share with you tonight?
How to create your own graphic designs.
Ooh, how to sell t-shirts. All right, get my shoes on here. Got the chat board up. I better pull it out so we can see it. You know, us getting older and stuff, we gotta have to get closer to us.
Don't know what you're talking about. Can't read it half the time.
Yeah, half the time. All right. Where are you there? There we go. Good evening, sir.
Evening, sir.
Everyone that's joining us, good evening.
Evening.
We'll have some fun playing with these guys. These are made of rattan, in case you're unaware of that. Not bamboo, but they're similar to bamboo in the kind of shape and look of them. But these are actually reeds. There's space in between all of this all the way through, where bamboo, they have sections, and these are actually cut off, and you can't get air from here to here. But with this, with a reed, you can. So, and the strength and durability is very strong, and that's why we use them as opposed to like a hardwood oak or something like that. We don't want something just snapping off and smashing into someone's face. And they can put up a lot. What do you think? We've hit sticks pretty hard, haven't we?
Oh yeah. In fact,
how's yours doing? No, that's all right.
no, this one's okay, but see, this one, it's got lots of dents. It's one of those ones that's dense.
I see that. Yeah,
It's very ripply. Yeah.
You haven't taped it yet. I might have to work into it tonight. I don't know.
Yeah, it's starting to not shred. It's starting to what's the word? Not splinter either. Just get little pieces coming off.
Yeah, splinter is a good enough word. That'll describe what we're asking for.
Yep.
Didn't mean to do that right into the mic there. That's all right. So, what do we have happening? Well, we got the shirts on order now. We have a summer camp coming up on July 22nd here in Victoria, British Columbia. So if you're traveling, you want to come to a summer camp in Victoria, we're here. Sign up for it. We'll have fun.
Yep.
We got a t-shirt design for it now. We've got that done. Well, okay, I'll say 99% done.
Really?
I always take an extra 1%. Continue to modify. And we got the new instructor shirt coming for me. That's coming. So that's all taken care of. So we got a camp coming, shirts taken care of. Holidays are fine. I think we're all good there. So am I missing anything? We're just cruising along. End of May 31st.
Yep.
One of the things I gotta say I like, but I'm not gonna like, is that, so if for any reason on a Wednesday night we don't make it on startup time at 6:45 on time, there may be a good reason for it. They're starting to do construction on the highway between here and our house. And in the construction of the highway, they say they're going to work on it at nighttime and stuff, but they're basically putting in an overpass. So it's like a $75 million project. And how that's going to disrupt the main artery, the main highway into Victoria from where we live, that'll be quite interesting. So bear with us as we figure out how that's going to affect stuff. It's all summer long this is going to go on. So that Keating Crossroad, The reason why they're putting the overpass is because there's a time and place where you have to cross the highway in order to get to a private road that heads off to businesses.
Sure.
And that has so many accidents over the years and a lot of deaths and stuff. That is just a horrible intersection that they're finally doing something about it.
There you
So
go.
that's good.
Yeah.
So it's good and bad. Bad that it might interrupt our, you got your keys there?
Almost made it.
Bad that's going to maybe interrupt our times and me even getting to class on time or stuff like that, or students coming to class on time, but also good for it's what we need.
Right.
So sometimes what we need is not always what we want, but that's okay. We should still be open to it.
Why can't it ever be both? It's what I need and what I want.
That's like,
That'd be nice.
it's like I'm trying to think of anything in my life that does do that. What
I can't think of any actually. No.
What I need and want, are they similar?
Like best I can think of.
to go fishing?
Yeah, like, best I can think of is like a new saw or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I need a saw. but
Want
I want
and
a
need
saw.
it. Yeah.
I want and need a saw.
Yeah.
There we go, a construction tool. Okay, so here we are. We got some sticks in our hands. Don't forget, if you're logged in, give us a thumbs up. Give us a chat on our chat board, and make sure we got our mics working and our videos showing to you guys. And then subscribe to the channel, as we're at 392, working our way to 400. Now, we practiced this art called Modern Arnis. We've talked about a little bit of history in the past. And today we're going to start with one stick there, Big Steve. One stick. And, earlier this week we're just playing with, let's do basics of, we were striking two, we were locking this in, we were popping this off, we were hitting them there, popping it over here, come up here, and then trap here and come across there. So these are options that we like to work with in more advanced options. And then, if he goes to do it to me, so he's driving in, he's dropping it, popping it, forcing me to use stick hand there, and then hooking or baiting. Here, let me help you out there. Oh, yeah, good thanks. One. That was
just like our plan.
That's perfect. Yeah, and break out. Excellent. Good. So these types of things are great for hand-eye coordination, learning how to react and respond, because as soon as he goes to touch my shoulder here, I don't want to reach across like this. I don't want a trained response to do this. Kind of like when he comes up here, I'm trying not to have to do this. I want my first response, if this is available, and he comes here, to come over here. I want to create that as my first response. Then my hand comes, and then I can hit. Or he comes up here, get that up there first, then this comes in, then I smack, okay?
Sure.
So those types of things are teaching us which hand to use if it's available, so we become ambidextrous, and to make sure that we're using them in the right order. Otherwise, you can easily be tied up, manipulated, contorted, manipulate joint manipulations on you, and traps as well, trapped easily as well.
Sure.
So, where does that leave us with what we're going to do tonight? Because we're not going to do that tonight.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, we're going to do something else. What are we going to do? Let's just take a moment. Of course, we always have this planned out. Cue cards, please. Yes.
Cue card person.
Yeah.
Pointing at the chair.
That's how we point. Hey, Igor, what are you doing tonight?
Get over here.
Tell us what's up. All right. I think. Therefore, I am. Let's get into. We talked about this puño. Let's talk about this. Okay. So this is maybe more, as opposed to a teaching tonight, more of a documentation to understanding and remembering why we do things. What is the importance? We're not just doing them in order to do them fast and have them look cool. There has to be ways of finding out why we would do it this way, and what are the opportunities that are gained from it when we do it this way.
Sure.
How does it put us at an advantage if we do it this way? So as an example, we don't nothing there. Okay. As an example, we teach this one where our puño's on this part here is on the outside of his wrist. I don't want to come off of here and take this to the inside of the wrist. This completely changes everything about what's going on here. This is no longer an idea of what this is meant to do. This is different. So, I'm not going to say this is wrong, because if I wanted to force this hand off, it's a lot easier to do that and then go up for a trap or an arm bar or something.
Mm-hmm.
But this one here is to, you want to hold on for a second? Is to kind of bring down his center, bring him down into this area. So now I can start to do things here.
Sure.
Okay. If I want to break it off, I pop down, scoop this up over here, then maybe I bait and get a finger there. How's that, everybody? So, but then you see me when I do this, you see that I do have it. The puño is on the inside of his wrist. The puño is not on the outside of his wrist. Again, this completely changes everything from what I was just doing a second ago with this grip. He has a different grip. Look, I come at him like this, he grabs like this. I come at him like this, he grabs like this. Different grip, different meaning of why and where you place this puño.
Sure.
Very important. So, when I do it this way, what happens here is as this hits a nerve that's along the wrist, first off, there's stuff happening here that we deal with the nervous system, and we're hitting things on purpose. But as this places here and this comes in here and locks, there's a pinch also that goes on down here. All these things buy us little moments and also put him on the defensive real quick. Put his mind like touching a hot stove, and all of a sudden you want to take your hand back. Something's not right. Mm-hmm. So as I do that, even if he still holds on, as I do that, it brings his head forward, brings his body forward if it's done right. If I do this, did it work?
Nope.
Okay, I didn't even tell him what I was going to do, and it didn't work. Script person, is that correct? Okay, good. So
says the chair.
Yeah, that's what I pointed at. The same chair, I hope not that one.
Yeah, you did.
All right, so as this is here though, now you feel that, you see that. So if I have the puño here, anything?
I mean, it doesn't feel comfortable, but it's not moving me the same way.
Nowhere near.
Yeah.
No trap's not there, the pinch isn't there, a lot of things aren't happening. Plus, when this gets slammed on, when this is actually happening in the right use of energy and injection, that's when you find out what's happening here. He's feeling a little bit of that, he's getting ready for it.
I am.
But if you look at that, what else is happening here?
Yeah.
This is coming up here, right? So even if he lets go, pop, that's right there, right? And then maybe I just take that there and I just take that from him that way. Like,
Well.
yeah, that's the one I haven't taught yet. But anyway. So here, we're up here, we're in here. Now, difference from if I do this. And you have to make sure when you're doing this, you're eliciting a response. You're eliciting the correct response. And I really love that word, eliciting. If I do this, okay, now he's grabbed me on the outside, but that's okay. But if I do this, you know, it's weird. It's like you got to know what you're doing when you're offering. You want someone to grab you, set it up so it's not you're not surprised by the way they grab you, right? So if I want you to grab me on the inside of my wrist, okay, and we're here, I'll go like this. I'll shoot it up there. If you decide, because sometimes people are like, well, what if I block it like this? Okay, and he's coming on the outside of my hand.
That's what it sounds like.
Well, not you. I'm just saying other people out there. Sometimes they say that. They like, what if I do this? Okay. What happens there, Big Steve? You tell me, right?
I eat it. Can't
You're
grab it.
gonna eat that stick.
It's a lot harder to grab, that's for sure.
That's right. Especially because why? Because when I have speed and this is coming, you're playing the catch-up game. You're playing the chase game, and by the time that happens, my stick has already given you a wonderful kiss on the head there. Whack.
Yep.
Okay. So, where the hand, how the hand grabs, where it grabs, all of this is very important technically. But let's say I go like this and he grabs me the wrong way, any which way. Let's say he grabbed me like that. It's not, we have ways of dealing with every grab. So you're not at a disadvantage, you're not at a, but if you haven't trained it, you wouldn't know.
Sure.
So when I think about this, this is actually really easy because it's really weak for him. This is a weak grab.
I can already feel how weak it is.
I'll just do it slow. I'll just do it slow. Okay? I just do it slow, grab again.
Yeah.
I just come straight down.
can't.
Now, if I kept that going at him, that would be smack, 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 smack. Right?
Sure.
If that was a blade, I get
lots
what
of
I
cutting.
cut. So, in your end, you're learning what is the best way to grab.
Not to do it like they do in Hollywood movies where the guy's holding the knife, because that's what
Yeah,
it
yeah.
feels like
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, grabbing
He's like
the knife.
struggling and like, that's a horrible grip.
It's gonna get me.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's like this. We did it wrong. It's the one where they go like this.
Oh yeah, they catch
And
the blade,
they
yeah.
catch the blade in the hand and it's facing the, yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Do that all the time.
Yeah, I train that in my dreams.
Yeah.
So, we're coming in here, and now, so we've talked about this idea of the importance of having this puño, the butt end of the stick, on the inside, and when we do it. So when he's grabbing me like this, yes, I would do it here. If he's grabbing me like this, I wouldn't come and do this here, unless I'm thinking about something else, unless I'm coming through here and I can do stuff like this, in which then he hits me and starts coming at me. So it's really just, let's just stick with what's really works effectively 99% of the time.
So,
And then again, if he's chasing my hand, that's okay. Let him do that. I'll just take it here and I hit him again as I do it. So,
yes, sir.
okay. So, there I am. We're here. This is a great opportunity if you want to switch from right to left. For those that are more advanced, working towards their black belt, this is a great opportunity. Now the end of the stick is right here. My hand is here. I'm checking everything. I went from here. Maybe I grab here. I take this hand right here, and I still got that control of what's going on right there. And then now, maybe I do this. Maybe I do this. Maybe I hit up towards him. Maybe I turn and break.
Like that.
Right? And we used to do this one where I do this one and I climb around.
Oh
Right? And lock this up. Okay?
yeah. I like the puño.
So, so there's a lot of different things we can do. All of a sudden when we do this. Maybe as I break this off and do the bait here. What else do we have from there? Oh, we got the slap, we got that. Oh, we got that. We got this. Just bringing this through down here and still maintaining that control and coming up here, bringing it this way, coming this way. Just knowing that every time you're touched by his hand, there's things we can do to play with. Right? Clear that. Off that as a bait. Now people go like this. I had a student ask the other day, as I do this and I hook right here. Again, I'm using the puño. I'm hooking the stick right here. Could this person pull out of here? Yes. It's not a super duper control part. It's just a moment in time that I'm quickly just allowing myself to be able to use it if he doesn't pay attention, right? And why wouldn't he pay attention?
Because he is stimulated or thinking otherwise.
That's right. I've made him pull his hand back about some other thing. And here's where I would have done that. I would have gone here, bam, here, hit this here, so there's a hit, right? Boom, as I come up in here, maybe this is a hit to the head up here. Then I'm coming down here and offering this. So he's looking at this now.
I'm not looking at
He's
that.
not looking at this, and I slam this up into his face or across, right? Then I have this right here. I could switch, do the same thing. No, there's good spots to switch. Other spots are just,
Yeah.
So, here we are, boom, pop that off, hit him there, boom, boom, over my head, up there, come back up here.
Yeah.
Maybe I just want to switch that up. And you're like, why did he just grab me again? It's one of those like dumb monkey things where you grab a banana. It's hilarious. I love it. It's great.
Makes me feel safe.
And then a great switch now from here to my left hand. It's not just coming up here and grabbing it. Drop it. Drop it to the ground. Catch it with your left hand. Hit down high. After an abanico. Back up here. Snap this off. Bring it through here. Back up here. Over my shit. And then back up here. Into my right hand again. Yeah. I think I did it. I think
Yeah, that's okay.
That's all right. We'll let that go.
Just as confident as it was last time, so I don't actually trust myself.
It's a long time. It's been a long time since I've done that. I won't tell anyone what I just did unless I figured it out. But anyways,
I think you do.
maybe the mic's not working properly.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So here's a little move. No, I'm not going to teach that. Never mind. Talking about the puño.
Oh, there you go.
So what do we got? Who do we got out there? Pretty fancy stuff. There we go, Mr. Swift. Michael Swift, thank you for joining us tonight. That's awesome. I'm glad you're having a quick watch or whatever you're doing there. Maybe you're having some dinner watching us. So as we get into understanding the puño and the placing of the puño, even when we're doing this exercise here, we're going to stick hand, training, again, that stick, if it's available, to use it. If it's not available, and I got to do this, then we can do things, right? So, using stick and then the puño, when I'm in close, I want to learn to use that puño. I don't want to be trying to tap them up here like this. I want to get this puño and come in here, up in this area, right? And then, you know, sometimes when I test my senior students and stuff, I might go like this.
Oh.
I got him!
First.
Shoot. All right, here we go. We got that on record now too, right?
Perfect.
So we got to do more of this is what we're saying, right, Big Steve?
Yes, sir.
Because when you do it to me, I always got to make sure that I do, you can do this, you know,
Which?
this, the same thing I just did to you.
I have no idea what you did to me.
Oh, yeah, okay, never mind that. So, again, using that puño, knowing when to use it, when we're in close, what we can do as we learn to control and move around a person. Now, I don't do a lot of moving around the person yet because we're in a small frame in a small area right here to get into that footwork and stuff. But
Sir?
even when I'm here and I pop it off here, maybe I just take it right here. Like if he just grabs my stick right there, I say, fine, hold on to it. It doesn't matter. Nope. Right? And now here's that puño, right? Here, he's got to be thinking about this, right? Boom. He's just kind of thinking about a couple things. Oh no, his arm bent a little bit. That's okay. We can start to manipulate, right? Boom, back to the puño. Still controlling what's going on here. Grabbing here. So, finding our power. Finding where we're strongest. Finding out what we're capable not only of doing, but also what we're capable of receiving.
Sir?
That we are more than just this pliable flesh. We can handle a lot more than you know. Can you handle more than that? Yeah, no, stop that, sir. To find out what you're capable of.
Yes, sir.
And that's one of the things I love about martial art and martial art training. It doesn't matter what martial art. In the end, the main goal, I believe, of every martial art in the world, quote me on this if you want, I don't care. Main goal is, first and foremost, do you know what it is?
To move.
To move. To not be a deer in the headlights. Deer in the headlights get hit by a car.
Yep.
To sit there and look and go, ooh, car, and keep moving, right? The energy's coming, the danger is there. I'm not just gonna stand there, pull out my cell phone and start recording it as it happens to me.
That's what we're not supposed to do.
Yeah, see, that's a generational thing. No. But to get involved, right?
Sure.
So, danger's coming. Big Steve's moving. Oh no, I couldn't use this one. See, so I had to use this hand. He's coming in for a choke. Oh, good. That was a good choke. No, try again.
Oh, bad.
Good tap. All right.
It's hard to say tap tap when I'm laughing.
Yeah. So where's that leading us? Oh, by the way, for those of you wondering, in July, August, will we be doing Wednesday night videos? I think we're taking at least, I think it was normally 5 weeks off.
Something like that.
So we might do like the 1st of July, the first Wednesday of July, and then maybe start up at like the last Wednesday of August or something like that to come back. So we will take a summer break from here, but don't lose our channel. Don't give up on us. We will be back and having fun. We got Annalise back out there. Hey, lots of fun tonight.
Nice.
That's awesome these people are there. It's great to know that when we're talking to the camera that there's people out there. That's awesome. And also I just got a text here, so let's see if
it is that thing.
If it's the thing of the thing. Here we go. That is Sensei Keith on the right, back when he was a white belt. He's now a black belt with the Karate for Christ group out in Ontario.
Keith, yeah.
Sensei Keith, and he's now third degree black belt in karate and a very skilled Arnisador.
There you go.
They do awesome Arnis training out there. I think they just had an awesome seminar a weekend ago, and they were teaching something about, if I remember off the top of my head, training with the masters. And they had some modern Arnis, they had some Kempo, they had some Jiu-Jitsu, and maybe one other thing. Mr. Dellabough sharing the gift given to him by Professor Precious. Yes. How long I've been sharing this art, as it is a gift I've always felt that I've received. And I'll see if I can show that picture there. There we go. So we have Mr. Neil McGilvery out there. That's Keith. Yeah. It's the backside, but you can't really see. But we'll see if anyone can check that out.
You look different, sir.
You think so? That shirt, I no longer have.
I remember that.
Yeah, I got new shirts coming now too. Nice ones.
Yeah.
They're very nice. I've always, what bugs me about the shirts when I'm moving around a lot and demonstrating is how they scratch.
Yep.
So I wanted something smooth, silky-like, that was just nice on the skin, but yet breathable.
Yeah, that's why I never like the collared ones, yeah.
You know, I still got a collared one coming.
Oh, do you?
It's collared, but it's a polo style.
Sure, but the nicer.
But it's really nice feel, so. I'll hopefully have that by June 12th. So you get to see it before we go on summer.
Oh yeah, there you go.
There we go. Yeah. So Sensei Neil McGilvery out there in Ontario, thank you for sending that out. Appreciate that. Good memory there. And what else? I think they did some weapons out there as well, some bow kata or stuff like that. I saw a Facebook thing that they were posting.
Nice.
So that's good to see they're still training. I can't wait, hopefully, in the next year maybe next year, next spring, maybe I can come out to Ontario again. I think that might work out really well, progressionary, as to how things are going.
Yep.
So if you're up for that and you're listening out there in Ontario, should I come out there? Should I come out and leave some modern Arnis behind? I know you had someone else teaching at the camp that you just had. That's fine. I hopefully look forward that maybe you'll have me back. But I knew I couldn't make it this time around anyways, even if I wanted to get out there, but I'm like, I can't go out there.
Sure.
For other reasons. But anyways, what else do we got? So we got Annalise out there joining us tonight as well from an island that is off the coast here of the Vancouver Island, Uluru Island, but that's great. She does some awesome karate on there. And another guy who's a student of mine, Dan, out there, he's been training with us and he lives out there now, so that's great. Yeah, seeing the art grow, continue on is what it's all about. So you know what I love about what just happened here? As I'm talking, he still kept his left hand up. That's important. He's like ready at any moment. Should I attack? He's like, I can handle this. But I know that's not what you're thinking. But anyways, that's good that you did that. I like it. Woohoo! All right, here we go. Boom. So we're here. What else are we doing? You know, okay, so where else can we change left hands? We talked about this idea of where we could change the left hand, right?
Sure.
So even if I'm in this one, I'm doing this one, I go here, I could also just change right here. It's right there, right? So I go like this, I go bam, hit him with this one, break his elbow here, slam it across here. Again, here's that drop. Slice up here, coming through here. You know, I'm starting to have some fun. My energy's coming back. I'm liking it. Where does that leave us? So, where else can I change and stuff? So we can just do it right off of here when he's offering. We've done that one lots. And again, we're in this position maybe. Hit, strike there. He's always hitting right there. I bring it down, pop back up. Right here, I can switch back into my right. Give him a hit for that, right? Where else can we switch from right to left? Let's say we're in another, anytime you're really in a trap, almost every trap you can do it. So let's see if we can do it off this trap. Let's go into this one. So we're here, and up here, and not that one. I'm gonna go into this one. So we're here, I'm up here, here, break it off here, here.
Yeah.
Now, at this point in time, could I go into my left hand?
Well, I'm going to say yes because you were just talking about which one can I
almost
go for?
almost everyone,
But-
right? But this way, the stick's over here, right?
Yep.
So if I wanted to switch, I quickly, because we grab our stick with the 3 finger strong, I use my 4 finger and thumb here, and I can quickly do that switch. It's not really seen coming. If you've never trained it, you would never see it. Like, how do you just get your little right hand in your left hand?
Sure, absolutely.
Where's another spot? Let's see if I come off of here, number 2 strike, and I'm in polish moment, and I'm right here. And again, I can get right up into this. Right? This time, instead of dropping it, I toss it in the air. And, just gotta have some fun, right?
Sir.
So what do you think? What do you want to try? Going from right to left somehow, some way? There's one. Love it. Whack! Slice! Oh! Adam's apple gone. I like the sound effects too. Sound effects are always good. Do you know why I like sound effects? I'll tell you why I like sound effects.
Why do you like sound effects?
Means you're breathing. And
sure.
you're learning actually to breathe with technique, with ideas.
Yes, sir.
You're not going like try to make a sound effect without breathing. You have to breathe out. So you try to choke yourself.
That's literally what I could do.
Oh, we have too much fun here. That's good. All right, good. So now here, could you go left? Bam, right there. So later on when you're advanced and you're going in your black belts in that area, and we're talking about going tappy-tappy and drilling in through being able to make variations and switching from right to left through it, through all the traps and everything. These are ways you can find them and not have to sit there and go, how is that done? Where would I do that? So the basic one, I always teach everyone, I say, when you're going for black belt, get this one down. Because when you're tired and your mind leaves you, when you're going for black belt, which is the process of what I do, what do you have left? What do you have left? You have, okay, I've drilled this one enough times that I don't need my mind for it anymore. I'm not going to try and think and create something along the way. It is there. So this is the basic one I teach everyone, which is if he's driving in, let's say, and he's going up, he's here, he's smacking, bang, here, and he comes over here, and he pulls it in, baits, and gets me here for the trap. You know, everyone's like, well, that's easy. We've done that. Everyone knows that one. I'm like, yeah, well, do it anyways. Add it in your repertoire over and over again, and it'll be there for you when you need it.
Sure.
So from here, though, you could switch, couldn't you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, if you break it off, come over here, you can switch.
Yes.
All right. If you switch, what would you do here? Go for the switch.
For some reason I want to drive them this way, but...
Go for that, but could you go do another trap from here? Okay, so this is the thought process now. This is the idea of the brain working and the body's trying to go, can I keep up with that? Where it's not just, what do I know right away? Right? And here's one more thought.
Sir?
I tell people in the learning process, don't try to counter what I do. Not initially. Learn what I do. Because a lot of times people are like, well, this is, it's slow enough and everything else. They try to say, I could counter this here. I could counter this there. When I was learning, I didn't think that way. When I was learning, I was like, I'm going to learn that. I'm going to learn it inside and out. I'm going to learn how it's done. I'm going to learn how to receive it. And then I'm going to learn how to teach it. And then I'll worry about how to counter it. Does that make sense? So if there was a lineup of process, if I wanted to counter something, that's what I did. I don't ask for how to counter something right in the beginning, and because I think I could do this.
Sir.
I trust in the idea, not that a person is right or this or that, but I trust in the technique. I trust in what it's meant to do. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
And so I had no problem duplicating and replicating and just going over and doing what was asked of me. And then later on, when I went to question things or find out counters for things, it became mine. I started to understand how to make that meal as opposed to just eating the meal.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Am I on the right track?
Do
you know what track I'm on?
I've heard you talk about this many times.
You
so
have.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
talking about. So,
I think the other way you sometimes describe it that I prefer
yes.
is, I think you say instead of just eating the chocolate, making the chocolate,
Yes.
so to speak.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I like that idea. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then knowing the ingredients and that you can switch ingredients too.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
vary it up a bit.
Sure.
Okay. So if you think at some point when I've shown you something tonight, you're going to try it, and you're like, well, I could counter it right here. Let's take it up to speed.
Yeah, and then find out.
And then we start to play. And people who have gone up to speed with me know that that time that you think is there to go counter,
Really isn't.
it's not. Not when there's love taps involved. Not when I'm starting to let people know, be, as Professor Precis would have said back in the day, aware of my presence.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but that's what we do. So here we are. Big Steve's driving. He takes me up here. He's up here. Boom, 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 and I don't give it to him.
Mm,
He feels that.
I do. I don't have it.
You know.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, yeah.
So I was able to count to you there, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, let's do it again. Now, if we think about this one, people could go, I could do things here, you know. Ah, good, okay, so now he threw in a little bit more of the understandings, of the learnings,
Sure.
which was he took this stick, smacked my face,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe dragged it. Maybe on his way back, he hit this muscle right here and dragged it.
Sure.
And then he made sure it got over that bone right there. So now when those three things all encompass into that motion, the idea of countering is
Much less.
I'm
violent.
about to be pummeled. I'm about to be like on my knees going, oh gosh, this hurts. Not that you've ever experienced such a thing before.
Never.
No.
Never.
No, not here, not at CMATS. We got Cry for Christ out there saying hi to us, or making huge chocolate chip cookies. Yes, I may be known about making chocolate chip cookies. In fact, there was a similar experience I had with my own daughter that I had with Sensei Neil's daughter out in Ontario, where we were making some chocolate chip cookies when we had some time off from training. And I'm like, can I make some chocolate chip cookies? Because his wife has a great recipe. Jeanette has a great recipe for these chocolate chip cookies. And I love them every time I go out there. So we break it open, we're making the chocolate chip cookies, and I just took some cookie dough, and I went like this to his daughter and just smacked it on her face. And she's just like, what was that? I'm like, I don't know, it's cookie dough. You know, just having fun. But my daughter, when I was making a cake with her like about a month and a half ago or so, or something like that, or I don't know, it was cake or cookies or something we were making of a dessert kind, she took it and went splat in my face. And I looked at her and I'm like, you are my daughter.
She's learned from the best.
Sometimes you just gotta shake things up a little, you know? Just sit there and go, hey, whoa, where'd that come from? A little abanico right into the chest, up into the face.
Like that.
So you gotta be aware of that too, right?
No, that's just.
I don't want to come in now, sir. All right, you check.
Sir.
We're almost done here. We've had lots tonight to play and talk about. Oh, hey.
I did that one already.
All right.
Let's do something else.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, I almost ate that stick. Right across my nose. We'll have to slow that one down later.
Sir?
Oh, no, wait, I'll help out there.
There you go.
Pop that off.
Yeah.
There we go. Good. And then, good. Watch out for that, okay. This is called undecisiveness.
Let's
I'll
let it
go
go.
this way. Oh, yeah. There you go. Undecisiveness. That's good. Undecided. Good. Good. Get in there. Oh, good. There you go. Ah, boom. Whoop. Now, you know what to do here. You know what to do here. No, don't fight it. Go with it. We'll turn the angle so they can see what's going to go here.
Hang on.
So they can see the angle. What am I doing? Where am I pushing? Where's the energy going?
Yeah, I understand that. It's not that. I want to do that, but it's left-handed. So it's like I want to do this.
All right, good. There you go. That's a start. That's a start. Sure. There we go. There's an answer. There's an answer to the equation. I don't know, but it got in my left hand for some reason. I don't know where that came from. Maybe it's no good. I don't know. I don't know. Did you guys see that? I got that in my left hand.
I didn't see it at all.
There we go. See. So when we're training things, we see it, but when I go to do it,
man.
no one sees anything. It's just, like I might sit there and go like this, and go like this, and go, oh, fine, I'll take this. Whack.
Your stick's so much lighter.
I think it's so much bigger. There we go. We got him. We got him. All right. I think we should wrap up there. We've had some fun tonight. Great to be back. We missed last week, obviously. Maybe we can get the views on this video up, as we lost our viewage last week or the week before, whatever. We'll get that back up. And again, share this channel with people. Let's get our subscription up to 400. We're at 392. We're so close. And sooner or later, it's just going to kind of take off on its own. And I'm wondering at what number will it do that?
402.
Okay, I like this. 402, he says.
Why not?
Let's get to 402. Thank you for letting me share the art of modern Arnis, some interesting details about it. And I hope you guys had a great time out at that seminar in Ontario. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. Annalise, Cry for Christ, Michael Swift, and Celestial Decardia. What a name. I love it.
What a name.
Everyone will be wondering who that is.
Sounds Irish, you know.
Irish?
No.
Celestial Decardia.
I was trying to think of what it would be, but it's definitely not Irish.
You know, I did see something interesting today I'm going to share. I saw a young lady in front of me, probably about 19, 20 years old, and she had Spock ears.
What?
Pointed ears. And I had to look twice to make sure they weren't real. I'm like, no, that's not. And I kind of did this, right? And they weren't real. They weren't. They were hook-ons.
Sure.
You can buy a little hook-on elf
I was about to say,
ears.
I wouldn't think Spock was what she was going for.
Well, Spock kind of reminds me. I thought of Star Trek first. I wasn't thinking of elf and stuff like that, but I did later. She had elf ears on, and I'm like, you're not dressed up to go to a party or anything. And those
like
are just
daily
clip-ons.
attire,
This is daily attire to walk around with elf ears.
Was it at a mall?
No, it was at a 7-Eleven.
Okay, then I got no idea.
But anyway, I thought it was interesting. There's something interesting to bump into today. Otherwise, we'll be here next week. We should be back again if all goes well. 6:45 Pacific Standard Time out here on the West Coast, British Columbia. Thank you for letting us into your living rooms and your computers and watching the video with us. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and thumbs up on this video always helps.
Yes, sir.
If you have any comments, leave them below. You know what's cool? Out of all the times we've been teaching over the last couple of years like this, no, I'm not going to say it. It's all been good. So,
You're inviting some things, aren't you?
Well, I was like, I could, but I'm like, no, I'll be good. I'll be good. I'll be good. Sometimes you just got to stir the pot, but I'll be good. No stirring the pot tonight.
That's next week.
Let's grab our sticks, Big Steve.
Sir.
And if you ever wanted to donate to, here we go. If you ever want to donate to the studio, there's a way to do that below in the description area of this YouTube video. And we did have somebody, excuse me, I need some water real quick. That air is drying my throat out. We did have somebody recently, in a way that they wanted to support us, was they purchased a shirt. So now I'm getting ready to ship a shirt off tomorrow and send that to them, and that's great. We appreciate that.
Absolutely.
So there's all different ways of supporting us, whether you buy some clothing on our online store or, which I should take off the pants because the pants have changed. But the shirts are there, and we've got some in stock, so if you're ever interested in that, let us know.
Sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks to everyone at home for joining us.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. Thank you for the memories, and we'll talk to you all next week. Christ, what do the new shirts look like?
Ooh.
Okay, so let's just quickly address that. The regular shirt is this one. You've seen this before, the CMATS Modern Arnis in the back, okay? The instructor shirt I have coming from either the polo shirts are the new shirts that are for myself. And then I have a summer camp shirt I've designed that kind of brings back our very first summer camp, which was back in 2009. So this is my 15th summer camp coming up this year. I've done 15 of those. I've done 28 this year, if I include that one, 28 camps in total, but this will be the 15th for the summer camp. And so we're doing up a special shirt for that that brings homage to the 2009 shirt and to the 2020 shirt. We'll be blending some ideas there.
Which is funny because I know both designs and I'm like, what would they look like?
How did I bring it together, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying I'm the best artistic guy, but I've hopefully always created a shirt that is respectful, you feel proud of to wear, and represents the art of CMATS, or CMATS, the organization, and represents the art of modern Arnis.
Sorry.
I'm not really complicated, very simple designs, but we'll see what happens with this 2023 shirt. So this is a camp shirt, but you don't have to be going to the camp in order to get a shirt. You can order a shirt, but that order has to be in, or talk to me about it at least, or give me your sizing. That has to be in, I'd say before June 5th, like the next week.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I got to get these printed so they're ready for the July camp. Wow, congrats on your 15th summer camp. Thank you very much, Christ. I really appreciate that. I'm excited about it. It took us a while to figure it out. We actually had to write, I had Emma here, and we had to write all the dates out and count how many did I do that year, how many did I do that year, and then through COVID, how many didn't I do, how many did I do, and it worked out.
Nice.
It worked out, yeah. So, okay, anything else I'm missing?
No.
I'm gonna go do the techie bits.
Yeah.
You can do the twirly bits.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see you guys next week. Good night.
Back to wrist exercises.
What are we gonna call tonight? I don't even know what to call tonight.
A smattering of things.
A smattering of things.
Is that the right term? Yeah.
A clacking of things, a smattering of, I don't know. Clicking. A hitting of things, no? Anyone got any ideas out there what we should call tonight's video? Quickly type it up before I log out.
Yeah.
8 seconds. Time's ticking. You have any suggestions up there? I don't see any suggestions, so we're gonna log out. Thank you very much. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Wait, I think I have the wrong microphone on.